Hi, I'm David. Today we're going to go through a short vinyasa practice for energy. It's a great short pick me up anytime you feel like you need a boost. Now we're going to start with one of my favorite breaths, Kapalabhati pranayama, which translates as the skull shining breath. The breath is done by sending out short bursts of exhales through your nose by pumping your belly fast. You relax to let your inhale flood back into your lungs and you repeat over and over again. Now, today, so that you can better hear the rhythm, I'm going to breathe through my teeth. From your side, try to breathe through your nose because it has a much better effect. So, to begin, sit up tall and then close your eyes and let all of your focus be redirected to your normal breath. For the next few moments, just pay close attention to your inhale and your exhale. And then to come together on the same page, take a huge breath in. Exhale all of your air. Breathe in roughly half. Short bursts of exhales through your nose. Inhale. Exhale all of your air. Remember to pump your belly. Again, breathe in about half. Inhale. Exhale all of your air. Now, last rounds. Breathe in about half. Inhale. Let your exhale go very slowly. Spend a few moments not breathing at all at the end of your exhale. Carbon dioxide levels are low, so you don't need breath. Whenever your breath naturally returns, focus on normal, shallow inhales and normal, shallow exhales. And join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. Bring to mind someone you'd like to dedicate today's practice to. Mentally send them some good energy. All right, when you're ready, open up your eyes and step all the way back to a four-pointed kneeling position with your shoulders right above your hands. Measure your stance for the down dog by moving to a high plank, and then just lift your hips upward into the air. And come up to the tips of your toes and press your chest a bit closer to your legs. And then loosen up your hamstrings with some pedaling. Bend one leg, straighten the other leg, and continue to alternate. Use your next inhale to roll to a plank position. You can take your knees to the floor if it's helpful. Lower down about halfway with an exhale. And then roll over your toes for an up dog with an inhale. Knees can be down or up if you prefer. And then back to the down dog stretch with your exhale. This time, drive out through your hands and press both heels equally down toward the ground. And take just a few rounds of slow breath. And then take a look forward to the front of your mat. Step or jump to get up there. Once you have, come all the way up to your fingers. Heel toe your feet apart until they're separated by hip systems. Take a bent-legged forward folds. With your fingers resting on the floor, pedal your legs in place from that angle too. And shake your head yes a couple times to loosen up the back of your neck. Grab opposite elbow and opposite hands and let your torso sway from one side to the other. And then drop both of your hands all the way down to the floor. Bending your knees a little more, use an inhale to roll yourself all the way upwards and then to standing. Join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. Surya Namaskar. Use an inhale to sweep your arms outwards and upwards. Forward fold as you exhale. And take your hands to the ground. Lift to your fingers on the inhale. Chaturanga push-up with an exhale. Knees up or down. Up dog with an inhale. Downward facing dog with your exhale. And breathe through your nose, and if it helps you slow your breath down, let your breath sound like Darth Vader by constricting the back of your throat. And rock your shoulders toward your wrists a bit. Use an inhale to step or jump to the front of your mat. Come upwards to your fingers, then fold again with your exhale. Use your inhale to sweep all the way upwards to standing. Join your hands at your chest as you exhale. And inhale to sweep your arms up. Then fold as you exhale. Lift to your fingers on the inhale. Chaturanga push-up with an exhale. The up dog with an inhale. Downward facing dog with an exhale. Let your chest press toward your legs to lock out your shoulder joint. Crazy glue your hands to the floor. And keep breathing deeply. Then take a look forward. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Use your inhale to come up to your fingers. Then fold again with your exhale. Use an inhale to sweep all the way upwards. Join your hands in a prayer at your chest. Then bend both legs. Touch your fingers to the floor on your other side of your feet. Use an inhale to come up to the chair posture. This time, interlace your hands behind your skull. Squeeze your elbows back in together. Lift upwards through your heart to get just a bit of a back bend. And as you hold that, bend your legs a bit more. Next time you inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Then forward fold with an exhale, straightening your legs as your hands come down. Use an inhale to lift up to your fingers. Chaturanga push-up with an exhale. The up dog with an inhale. Down dog with an exhale. Warrior one. Step your right foot forward. Turn your back heel to the floor. Sweep your arms out to the sides and up, and bring your torso to vertical along the way. If you're able to, interlace your hands above your chest. Point your index finger up. And as your arms stretch upwards, really bend into your front leg. At the same time, keep your back leg straight and energetically reach up toward the roof. Unlacing your hands, lean forward, plant. Step back to the high push-up and lower down through chaturanga. Then the up dog with an inhale. The down dog with an exhale. Step your left foot forward. Turn your back heel to the earth. Use your inhale to sweep your arms outwards and up. Taking the same arm position you did before, hands either together or apart. Bend into your front leg. At the same time, reach strongly up through your hands. Arms as straight as possible. Chaturanga push up the next time you exhale. Up dog as you breathe in. Down dog as you exhale. And take the next few moments to smooth out your breath. Eliminate any jerks or pauses or stops as you breathe. And then take a look forward. Step or hop to your thumbs. Use an inhale to lift to your fingers. Fold again with your exhale. Bend both legs and inhale your arms up for the chair. Forward fold with your exhale. Lift to your fingers on the inhale. Chaturanga push up with an exhale. Up dog as you breathe in. Down dog as you exhale. Right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog on the inhale. Down dog stretch with an exhale. Smooth inhales and exhales. Straighten your arms as much as you can by squeezing your elbows in toward your skull. Let your head drop down just a little tiny bit until the back of your neck feels long. And now take a look forward. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Come upwards to your fingers once you have. Then fold again with your exhale. Bend your legs and inhale your arms outwards and upwards for the chair. This time, join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. And come up to the tiptoes of your left foot. Feel free to stay there like that. Otherwise, draw your left heel up toward your hip. For the next few moments, lock your eyes on something very solid and just breathe as you continue to hold that. If you want to make it more challenging, bend your legs slightly further, lean forward onto the foot. From there, float your left foot back to a full lunge. Sweep your arms out to the sides and upwards. Once you've done that, drop your right hip crease closer to the floor. Your front knee moves ahead of the ankle. Scoot your foot forward just a little tiny bit. And then press back through your left heel to hold the lunge. Lock your eyes on something solid and breathe. One more huge inhale and exhale. And then lean forward, plant your hands on the ground. Push up to low. The up dog with an inhale. And the down dog with an exhale. And step or jump forward. Use an inhale to lift to your fingers. Fold again with your exhale. Then bend both legs and inhale your arms all the way upward overhead. Now the balance is easier with your hands lower, so join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. This time experiment, come up to your right tiptoes. The balance is feeling pretty solid, and gradually draw your heel toward your bum. Try to keep your breath rolling and your standing leg bent. If you want some additional challenge, lean forward a slight bit more, holding your overall position. And then lunge your foot all the way back. Sweep your arms out to the sides and upwards. If necessary, elongate your stance by scooting your foot forward a little bit. Bend your standing leg substantially. With torso at vertical, reach upwards to your fingertips. Deep, slow breaths. Press back through your rear heel just a little harder. And chaturanga push-up with your next exhale. The up dog comes next. All the way back to the down dog with lots of breath. Try to press your exhales out to your toes. One more huge inhale and exhale. Now lifting to your toes. Step your right foot all the way forward to the front of your mat. Turn your back heel to the floor and spin all the way up for warrior two. And once you've got there, try to make sure your arms are parallel to the floor and bend your front leg at least a little bit at first. You can absolutely stay higher there. If you want a deeper stretch, drop your left hip crease down toward the floor till you could stack a glass of water on top of your thigh. Gaze out over the tips of your fingers and breathe slowly into it. And if your eyes wander from your fingertips, redirect. Straightening out your leg altogether, turn your feet to face sideways. And with your arms still extended outwards, spin your right foot toward the rear of the mat. Bend your front leg again. If you're feeling enough challenge with your leg bent to that degree, stay there. Otherwise, drop your right hip crease down toward the floor till your leg comes closer to 90. With both arms extended outwards there, gaze out over the tips of your fingers and breathe. Try to relax mentally and physically. Then straighten out your leg, turn your feet to face sideways, and take your hands to your hips once you have. Squeezing your elbows all the way back in together. Shift your hips forward, take a back bend with an inhale. Then forward fold with your exhale. Lift to your fingers. Turn your toes out and bend both legs. This time let your head hang near the floor. Once it's hanging there like a pendulum, crisscross your arms underneath your ribs and let your elbows sort of hang near the ground. Bend your legs just a little bit more if you're able to. And then use an inhale to stand up completely. Straighten your legs and reach your arms up. Bend and cross with your exhale. Huge breath. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. And then bend your legs with an exhale. Press your arms overhead as well as back. Drop down until you get some resistance in your hips. And just breathe deeply into the spots that resist. And feel your heart thudding off your chest. Just a few more breaths. Now use an inhale to sweep your arms outwards and upwards, straighten your legs entirely. Take a huge and big step to get back to the front of your mat. Step back just a little bit so you have some space near the front of the mat itself. Then use your next breath in to sweep your arms out and up. Fold forward with your exhale. This time lift to your fingers. Come down to a deep squatting posture with your knees out to the sides. Let your hips drop down toward your heels. Walk your hands forward as far as they'll walk. And take a few moments to let your chin curl to your chest and allow your belly and chest to settle down between your legs. Even now, deep breaths. Try to send your inhales upwards into the bubble of your back. You're welcome to stay there, otherwise take the crow. One more burst of energy. Plant your hands on the ground. Slide your legs a little higher up on your arms. At a minimum, lean some weight forward into your hands. Though if you can, lift your bum, take one foot off the ground, or potentially both of them, and hold steady. Deep breaths. Now you can certainly take your feet back first if it helps, otherwise hop to the low push-up. Press to the up dog. Lift your hips again for the down dog stretch. Roll to the plank position. Drop your knees to the floor. Crisscross your legs backwards and roll backward over your feet to a seated position on the floor. Now today, a spinal twist to finish. And just cross your legs in some simple way. Rotate your chest to the right and place your left hand on the floor behind you. Slide your left sitting bone a little further back. Use an inhale to sit tall. Twist deeper with your exhale. And gaze back over your shoulder behind. Releasing the twist on that side. Slide your right sitting bone a little further back so your hips are not square. Take your left hand to your right knee. Place your other hand behind you. Use your inhale to sit up. And your exhales to twist right. And then releasing the twist. Square your hips at the front of your mat and extend both arms forward. Clap your hands together. Rub them really fast to create friction and heat. And then rub from the center of your eye outward. And repeat. Now one more time, create friction between your hands. And then beginning with your face, create friction on your skin and sort of massage and rub all the way down. Try to get as much of your back and your sides as you can, and your legs, tops of the feet and bottoms of the feet too. And then work progressively from the bottom all the way back up. Rub your belly and your chest, your back and your sides. Get all parts of the arms, your face and the back of the neck. And for the next few moments, let your eyes close. Sit tall. As you focus on your breath, just be aware of all those little currents of energy subtly flowing throughout your body. The speed at which your heart is beating within your chest, and the flow of your breath. At first, focus on slower inhales and exhales. And then at some point, revert to completely normal breath. And then join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. Remember the person you dedicated your practice to. Either pray for or wish for their happiness and their health. Take a moment to be grateful for another day. If you wish, repeat after me. May all sentient beings everywhere experience peace.